saying, "Arise up quickly," and his chains fell off his hands. Father, I pray that you help us to gain an understanding, open our minds, open our hearts, help us to see your ways, give us the wisdom to apply your word. Now we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. I need you to be able to take notes today, because what I'm about to drop this morning, it's very powerful. Amen. Amen. What I'm about to drop this morning from Acts is very powerful. Amen. Amen. We've heard the saying that the apple doesn't fall far from the what? From the tree. It says the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But what the people are actually trying to say to us is that children have the behavior of their parents and grandparents. Whenever it says the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, what people are trying to communicate is that children have the behavior of their parents and their what? And their grandparents. Acts chapter 12, 1 says that King Agrippa stretched out his hands to harass the church. Amen? Amen. It says King Agrippa, he stretched out his hands to harass the church. Let me tell you all what I find fascinating about that particular text. The first thing is that King Agrippa the First, his grandfather was Herod the Great, who ordered the slaughter to kill Jesus when he was what? When he was born. So the apple has not fallen far from the what? The tree. What King Agrippa is doing, he's fighting against the church. It's the same thing that his grandfather what? And then his uncle, Herod Antipas, he was the one who was over the trial when Jesus was crucified. You understand what I'm saying? Amen. When I say that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, what I'm telling you is that this Herod in Acts chapter 12, he's no different than his uncle during the crucifixion of Jesus, and no different from his what? Grandfather, who ordered the slaughter of the children when Jesus Christ was what? Was born. That's what we mean by the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Amen? Amen? Now, what did he do? The first thing Herod did was he beheaded one of Jesus' closest disciples, James. You remember? Mm-hmm. Jesus had these three disciples who were so close to him. Peter, James, and what? And John. The first thing Herod did was that he killed he killed James. James was beheaded with the what? So now this is the second major disciple of Jesus to be killed. Remember? They stoned Stephen. Yeah. And now they beheaded what? They beheaded James. He didn't stop there. He collected Peter and put Peter in what? In prison. To kill Peter the next what? Kill Peter the next day. Now let's see if I can break this down this morning. I might need this side of the church, and I might need this other side of the what? For us to do this morning. What we're going to do is this. I'm going to tell you everything Herod had on his side this morning is going to be this side. Deacon, I need you to stand for me this morning. You're going to represent state power. So just remember your word. State power. Okay? State power. So anytime I look into you, you should repeat state power. Minister Brenda, Your word this morning is arresting power. Mawata, your own word this morning is the power of the gods. My sister, your word this morning is iron power.
Okay.
Amen? So, what did King Herod have on his side? The first thing he had was what? Second?
Arresting power.
Third?
The power of the gods.
Fourth?
Great power.
And the power of iron.
The power of iron.
To arrest people and put them in the prison, right? So, now, we're going to come to this side. Deaconess, you can stay small for me? What did Peter have on his side? Power of prayer. You represent prayer. Prayer. Okay? Say Musu. The angel. So, power of prayer. The angel. Who I think I might need you. The power of God. Power of God. You will represent deliverance. So the question this morning, Herod got some things on his side, and Peter got some things what?
On his side.
You understand this sermon yet?
Like this side.
King Herod got some things on his side, and Peter got some things what? Okay, let me start first with Peter's side. When y'all look at what happened, it doesn't look to me like Peter got nothing on his what? When I begin to look at the story, first of all, they chain him. The doors are locked, and the guards are around him. 4 guards are around him. He's in prison. And the next day he's supposed to what? Die. So when I begin to look at him, I'm not seeing anything that is on his what? He's chained. He can no longer preach for what? For Jesus. He locked in a door. Not just a normal door, it's an iron what?
Iron door itself.
And 4 guards chained to what? And the doors are what? When I look at the situation, I don't see nothing on his wife.
Invisible.
But then the Bible said that the church was praying for her.
Yeah.
The power of what? And they said the church was what? Let me tell you what that means in the Greek. I don't like to use Greek all that time. I don't like to impress you because I got PhD. But this time I'm going to break it down in the Greek. What the Greek is saying when it says earnest prayer is saying that the church prayed to the limits. They prayed until they couldn't what? They said they prayed to the what? When the Bible says earnest prayer in the Greek, they said they prayed until they couldn't pray what? The first thing he had on his side was the power of what?
Power of prayer.
Let's stop right there. What King Herod have on his side? Oh,
Hey. First is power of prayer.
he had the power to say something and happy one. The state, my brothers and sisters, got what?
Power.
Don't take that for what? Then he had what?
Arresting power.
Amen.
He could speak and somebody go to what? It doesn't matter if the person was right and what. He had arresting what? Not only did he have arresting power, he also had what? So he could order the securities and they just come and what? It didn't stop there. He had the power of what? Iron. They used the jail was built on a what?
Iron.
And the gate was what? This is all what King Herod had on his what? Y'all take a seat. This side, take a seat. But let me tell you what's happening. It says when King Herod arrested Peter, it said it pleased the what? The people were what? The people were happy. King Herod approved everything when what?
They weren't hot. They catch the feeling.
And when you take a Paul or King Herod, he was the most likable one. His approval rating went up. When he exercised state power, arresting power, God's power, and iron power, his approval rating, my people, went through the what? Through the roof. It said it pleased the what? It pleased the Jews. Amen? Woo. What do you do when state power is against you? And arresting power is against you? And the power of the gods against you? And then the power of iron is what? What do you do when the chains against you?
Yes, sir.
What do you do when the doors are locked on you?
Yes.
What do you do when the guards are changed next to
Yes.
one?
It's so pretty.
What do you do?
Yeah.
In the jail cell that you're in is dark. It wasn't light instead.
No light.
It was what?
Dark.
My goodness. But he said they did what?
Power. Pray. They pray.
They pray to the limit. You know what it means to pray to the limit?
They pray no more.
To pray until you can what?
Yeah.
You
I
can pray
can
no
test
more.
to that.
Amen?
Yeah, no.
It said to pray, you know, they said the people in the early church, their knees,
There's skills on it.
because they used to pray so what?
So much.
He did pray until they couldn't pray no more. Said that mother. Then what happened? In the midst of that situation,
Yeah.
God didn't send a lot of angels. He said one what?
One. All you need.
Against all this power that was against,
Yeah.
God sent just one what? The first thing is that when the angel appeared, it said light came into the what?
Self.
Say, God, bring light into my dark situation. Light into my dark situation. Say, God, I cannot see my way around because I need you to bring light into my situation. Not only did the angel bring light, the angel knocked Peter
Hey.
and woke him up.
Yes.
Say, God, wake me up.
Wake me up.
Say, God, wake me up. And then not only did the angel wake him up, but raised him up. Amen? You see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Light. Wake you up. Help you to what?
Get up.
But when the angel is giving him a command, the chain that I thought was not going to break, the angel never even talked to the chain. The chain what? God is going to answer some prayers that you never even want.
Expect it.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
The chains dropped. And then the angel started to lead him out of the what? Out of the prison. And when they reached to the iron gate, the iron gate opened by it. I never knew back then they had automatic.
Yes.
This is before automatic become, you who know the technology, right?
Yes.
This is before the technology for automatic came into what?
They were already in existence.
But by the time they reached there, they stood before the door what? Say, God, I need automatic. I need automatic deliverance. Say that, man. Musu. The last word is what? The power of what? The power of deliverance. It doesn't matter what's been against you. That's the power of what? Oh, the question is, what's on your side? When God is on your side,
Yes, sir. Nobody can get you.
state power, arresting power, God power, iron power, it's not greater. You can have your seat. Against the power of God and the power of deliverance. Amen? So that's what we sing this morning. What side you on? When I saw this side in action first, I gave up.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring them down.
The way how they acted so fast. One action, one step out of another. I what? But then I saw prayer start to work.
Don't work.
And then I saw God start to work.
Don't work.
And I saw an angel work.
working.
My goodness.
He saw God working.
In a situation that I thought was hopeless and dark, God was able to turn around. God's going to bring turnaround into your life today. In the name of Jesus.
Amen.
So what's on your side? You got prayer. You got angels. You got God. And you got deliverance. Pastor will pray for us this morning. And God bless you. Never go out this week failing to realize what's on your side. God bless you.
Amen.